about your homosexuality. And so I would like to understand more. How do you feel about it? Like about the discrimination in society today? How do you feel like accepted because of your orientation and all this stuff? So nowadays,
in today's times, well, I think in a way it is very much more open in today's time in many ways and in society. But I think there's still a lot of discrimination.
Like maybe just if you would like to explain us how it came to you and how then you maybe change your environment and the comparison you've done between Sweden and Amsterdam or the place you've been living in.
Well, I think Sweden, though, that is viewed as much very open society on a sexual point of view. I would think it's much more dangerous on the street to, let's say, walk down holding your partner's hand, because there's much more like close aggression in that, it's not aggression you see in front of people's faces, because it's supposed to be a very politically accepting society. So that, therefore, in front of you, everybody will, say they accept it, but in reality, they don't. But of course, accepting something and liking it is very different. I mean, you can accept it, but you don't have to like it. I mean, in a way, it is a minority group, and the minority is always treated. It will always be treated differently. You might as well be black or color, a person of color, or Chinese, or even gay or bisexual, and therefore you will always be treated differently, even though it can be accepted and tolerated. You can change the law very quickly, but on to many things sometimes. But of course, it doesn't really change society's viewpoint on it. But it is often the first step towards.
So you're coming from outside Europe, but still you evolve in that Netherlands society. And how did you overpass any kind of discrimination we're talking about in Europe?
One of the things I really think is really important is adapt, because of course it's good to be different, and you are different, because if you look in the mirror you have a different color, or your parents speak a different language or whatever, but you have to realize where you are, and if you want to be successful you should always focus on your environment and do not forget that. Well, it's a part of your upbringing, I think, because my parents brought me up to adapt as society and just, of course, never forget who you are and where you come from, but try to adapt and speak the language the way the people who live there speak the language. So try not to speak with an accent and do not make any mistakes in that, because the more you speak the language the more serious you're being taken. Because of course you can say I'm from wherever in this world and take me who I am, but the fact is that you live in a country with other traditions, other maybe religions, and you should accept that.
Ça y est, on est sur le point d'adopter de nouvelles mesures anti-juives. Interdiction d'acheter chez les marchands de fruits et légumes, réquisition des bicyclettes, interdiction de prendre le tram. Nous n'avons plus le droit de nous promener sur le Wandelweg. Le moindre groupe de 2 ou 3 arbres a été rebaptisé bois et porte un écriteau interdit aux juifs. J'ai cru un moment étouffé sous une chape de plomb. Pourtant il reste bien assez de place où vivre dans la joie, faire de la musique ensemble et s'aimer. Pour humilier, il faut être 2. Celui qui humilie et celui qu'on veut humilier. Mais surtout, celui qui veut bien se laisser humilier. Si ce dernier fait défaut, les humiliations infligées s'évanouissent en fumée. Ce qui reste, ce sont des mesures vexatoires qui bouleversent la vie quotidienne.
On ne peut rien nous faire, vraiment rien. En fait, je n'ai pas peur. Pourtant, je ne suis pas brave, mais j'ai le sentiment d'avoir toujours affaire à des hommes. Et la volonté de comprendre autant que je le pourrais le comportement de tout un chacun.
Someone asked me to write a song about a girl that I don't even know. She wrote a book when she was young, a diary where she's naked on her soul. All fine beauty of her life, fullness, freedom, side by side. She got faith in the other inspired. Oh, it hurts. And the lake was a tear.
She was in love with the old world, talking about literature as a religion. A glass of wine in her hand. She was wooed by an older man, was charmed by her clear-sightedness, a dust in her sweetness, and he confessed.
Ouais.
Sweet.
Hallo. Deze roze, alsjeblieft? Ja, die mooie roze.
She was elected not to work hours and hours. Her body bruised, but her mind rose above. She even wrote, but she felt so clean.
Beaucoup me disent, comment peux-tu encore songer des fleurs? Hier soir, j'ai fait un dernier petit détour à la recherche d'une charrette de fleuriste et je suis rentrée chez moi avec un grand bouquet de roses. Et elles sont là. Elles ne sont pas moins réelles que toute la détresse dont je suis témoin en une journée.